All right, guys. So when do you know when you're ready to start playing out? Well, that's a tough one. And I had to really think about this. But I think what it comes down to is, okay, first of all, nobody ever starts out from the womb as a perfectly formed player, singer, performer. You know, we all got out there at a certain point and we just worked at it, and got better. Most of it's going to be at home practicing. So when I feel like you should start getting out there at open mics and places like that, you've got the fundamentals down when you can play and sing at the same time, when you're on key consistently, and when you can actually sing with dynamics and emotion. And that takes time to work on that. I find there's a lot of people who can sing, but they don't really have a vibrato yet. They're kind of, hey, monotone. They don't really understand dynamics yet. All of that comes with years and years of playing. I don't want to see anybody that's not developed personally, but it grates on me. Karaoke grates on me. Anybody who's not a developed pro level player or singer, I don't want to see. I'm not going to. I'm going to tune them out. I'm not the regular audience. Regular audience, for the most part, will tolerate an amateur level, journeyman level, somebody who works at it. I've seen people come out from nothing, and within about 2 years, their playing has gone through the roof. Their singing has gotten quite a bit better. And, you know, everybody has to start somewhere. I started when I was 15 years old, and, you know, predictably, I saw the problems, and I improved. The problem is when people don't know where they're at. They don't know where their baseline is, and they don't ever improve because they just think they're great. That's the majority of people, and it's unfortunate because you have to realize that you have a lot more potential to get better. So when I feel like you should be out there playing gigs, you got to have all those things I mentioned developed. You got to be on par with all the other players, at least around town, so you have to do your research. You got to have the song list. And then it's time to get out there and start developing in front of an audience. A lot of these people, a lot of you that are coming up today are retired police officers, firemen, all these kind of things. And you never really had time to put into it all the 8, 12 hours a day for decades that professionals like us put into. And it's going to take you guys some time to develop. Most of you, if you only put an hour or a couple hours a week into singing and playing over all these years, you get to a plateau and you never got any better. You're not ready to play in that game. Even if you think you are, you're not ready. Do what I said. Also, just because your wife or your kids or your friends or an appreciative little crowd at a VFW claps for you doesn't mean you're ready. If you want, I consult. You know, I'm a dick, I'll be impartial, I'll let you know if you're ready or not, if you value my opinion. You need somebody that doesn't know you, that's not your friend, that's impartial, and that's a pro to really evaluate you. And I'll do that because, you know, I'm not saying you have to be at the complete pro level to get out there and start getting gigs. Don't expect to get the same paying gigs that somebody professional gets. Don't get out there thinking that you're on par with me, because you're not, and you're not going to be yet. Be humble, okay? I started somewhere as well, and I came off the road at 18 years old because I went too early and I wasn't developed enough yet, and I realized that right off the bat. And I took some time off. I took vocal lessons. I worked at it. I got better. But you know, and it took me a few years, and that's what's going to take. So that's what it takes to know when you're ready. Having those fundamentals down. And if you have the fundamentals, timing, man, you can't keep timing and feel. That's something you just can't teach. I've seen Berkeley level musicians with chops that I'll never have. Chops, but there's no feel at all. No soul behind it. I know vocalists who could sing The Journey and all that kind of stuff, but there's no feel. There's just one dynamic, and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, that's hard to teach. But if you have those fundamentals down, timing especially, and being able to sing on key, and being able to have timing between your guitar playing and singing, because I know people who still don't have the right time and just can't feel the timing. If you have those, you can absolutely work at it and get to the point where you're ready to get into it. But don't think you're going to jump right into the higher tiers of everybody else. That's delusional thinking, okay? An apprentice level plumber isn't immediately a plumber who can go look at a job and know what to do and handle any situation put in front of them. They're not there yet. They have to apprentice. So you're a journeyman, apprentice level musician. Be humble. Realize you have a lot of work to do. Put the work in, and most of that work is at home. If you're retired and you had a career, there's no reason you're not sitting there at home. If you want to be out in front of an audience, and you want me to be able to sit there and listen to you, somebody real and somebody they can hear, and there's a lot of people out there like that, by the way, you better be putting in the work, and you got to put in hours a day, 4, 5, 6, hours a day broken up. That's how you get good at anything. It doesn't matter what it is. I don't care if it's basketball, baseball, shooting, anything. You've got to put the work in, and music is no different. And just because you've been playing for 40 years, a couple hours a month here and there, and you've been singing since you were a kid, and you sing in choir, doesn't mean you're pro level. So keep that in mind. Put the work in. And if you want an impartial opinion of somebody who's doing it, been there and done that, hit me up. My email's below. I do consulting. So anyway, talk to you soon. Hope you got some value out of this. If you did, please like and subscribe.